Teachers, you have suffered in Uganda. Teachers, you have suffered in Uganda. Let's talk about the budget today. Let me break down the budget today. And you see how teachers have suffered in Uganda. If there's anything that should worry Ugandans, then it is the 116 trillion debt that Uganda is supposed to pay. The budget of Uganda is 72.36 trillion. But I want to tell you, officially, that is supposed to be something of 50 or 40 something budget, because 27 trillion is going into payment of debt. That means after debt repayment, Ugandans are going to remain with something like 43 point something trillion to work in this financial year. Now, this is before we even go for the unnecessary supplementaries that we are sure will come. Now, I want to tell you that as a young person in Uganda, this figure should really worry you. First of all, this figure should be to your awareness. Unfortunately, many Ugandans do not take their time to read. People are so complacent. People, I don't know whether they have just given up. They don't even want to know the figures of the budget anymore. Guys, I want to tell you, after going through the budget, I now know these people in government do not care where the country is going. They don't care. What they know is they should keep themselves in government. What I can tell you, this budget is meant to keep Museveni and crew in government. Because the budget is mostly one, debt repayment. 27 trillion is going to be used to pay debts. Now the remaining one, the Electoral Commission has been well funded to make sure the election goes on very well. The security has been well funded. You remember how Matia Kasaija, minister, was assuring the security operatives that security personnel, you have to work hard to make sure this country is peaceful, because your welfare has been catered very well in this budget. Now I ask you, where are the teachers? Huh? The teachers went on strike in 2022. They were told to go back to the classrooms because they would be catered for in the budget of 2023-2024. What happened? What happened? These days, the teachers are quiet. What happened? So even the leaders of UNATO are quiet. What happened? This worries me a lot. That means they're trying to say the education of Uganda is not important to them. What is important is their stay in power. So when you look at this budget, friends, you will find that most of the things have just been copied. They have just copied everything. Yoga will continue, Youth Livelihood Fund, those things, PDM, the same funding will continue. This is just to ensure that they are in power. No development, because if you look at the money for development, like in Kigum municipality, only 940 billion has been put for development. The total budget for Kigum is 4.9 trillion. Total budget for the whole financial year. That is for payment of salaries. 3.5 is for non-wage grant, meaning immunization, UPE, those things that are not salaries. 3.5 trillion for the whole 0.5 billion, not trillion, for the whole of the financial year. So after reading and going through this budget, all I know is that they say economic growth is there, Uganda is growing, and ostensibly the minister says the debt of Uganda is manageable. We are still okay, we can manage. We are moving. We have gone beyond 50% of our GDP, and we still say it's manageable. I wonder what these people do. One day, the good thing, I see some borrowings are internal and some are external. That means we might have ourselves here, we might have Bank of Uganda demanding some people internally, and government is ready to overtax us. That is what we should know. We are going, you saw last week, when they brought the EPS system, that will automatically give you fines on the road without now being questioned. People went and talked about it. Now I saw they removed it. That is a clear sign to Ugandans that in order to do anything serious, you have to rise up, speak up about something oppressing you. Then maybe you see the result. But I want to tell you guys, our debt has gone. We are now in 116 trillion in debt. I know we shall go more, because before the end of the financial year, these people will table a supplementary. It will be approved. To be approved, they will go and just give some small token to the MPs. We keep swimming in debt. That should be a new song. Swimming in debt. That is Uganda. Unfortunately, many people don't want to read. They don't even want to know. God bless you.